Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. It's meteorologist Hutch Johnson with a live look at thunder and heat as we have all kinds of things in store, and a look at the radar at hutchesweather.com showing we do have a couple of showers and rumbles of thunder heading our way into the overnight hours from the west. That's a cool front. What can you expect? Your forecast begins right now. Say, my friends at Robert Gibbons Sons not only have 110 years of experience in the area servicing the community's heating, electrical needs, but they deal the best equipment out there. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, whatever it takes. They come with a guaranteed warranty. 10 years for parts, 3 years for labor. Give Robert Gibbons Sons a call today. Let them know that Hutch sent you. All right, check this out. New 6 to 10 day forecast coming out. We're expecting some warm weather as we close out the weekend. But then as we head into the 6 to 10 degree day range, the heat shifts off to the east, focusing on the Chicago area and the New England states as we go through there. Small, big time Hutch. Let's see, it says small town, big time. Hey, good to see you on board, and thank you for watching on my YouTube channel. Made a couple adjustments to my broadcast equipment here, so let me know if you are watching in 1080i HD, because I'm hoping things are looking crisp and sounding just as clear. Cooler weather making its way in the 6 to 10 degree day window, as we head into the Rocky Mountain West. And now let's take a look at this forecast and what's going on at this hour. Your temperatures heading into the late evening hours as our timber puppies are trying to really tie this series up. Things are looking pretty good there. We have the cool pool off in the Great Lakes area. Here's the dome of heat right through the nation's midsection, and the real heat, 91 degrees still now as we look down toward the Phoenix area. 64 Albuquerque with some recent snow in the mountains of Colorado, totaling 1 to 2 feet in the slopes west of the Denver area, west of Colorado Springs, and in even northern parts of New Mexico. So that's what's going on now. Let's zoom in a little closer to our area. 73 Fargo, 72 degrees for us in Jamestown. Park Rapids, 64 degrees. We have 63 in Waskish right here. Roseau and War Road sitting in those low 60s as well, with the cool air in the 30s. In the 30s, I say, in the Duluth area. And as we head up into the UP of Michigan and northern Michigan, same thing goes there. As a matter of fact, our neighbors in the Mitten State there have a freeze warning in effect, in parts of northern Michigan, north of Lansing. So there's your freeze warning in effect in those locations, with temperatures that are on the down low and not looking too good. That USA view of the radar showing that we do have some wild weather across our great nation today. Showers and thunderstorms, South Texas, a few rumbles of thunder out there and near Galveston as we look. A cool front passing its way through the New England states, the mid-Atlantic states, seeing showers and thunderstorms and rumbles of thunder out there. So we look in on Raleigh, North Carolina, a Boeing line segment of storms, meaning windy storms. And there's been a number of wind reports out in that general area, all the way back towards Charlotte, where we got a few hail reports out there, with ice chunks up to around an inch in diameter falling there. Birmingham, Alabama, seeing some storms rumble through. And we do have some wind gusts reported with a few of those particular storms. Rain ending in Little Rock as we look down in deep the heart of Texas, central Houston, seeing a pretty strong thunderstorm making its way through. And look at this train of thunderstorm activity moving to the north and east. It could be raining there for quite a while. There's Galveston, there's Lake Jackson, and now down towards Corpus Christi. Another Boeing line segment here, meaning a windy and gusty and burpy storm that will be burping out some pretty significant winds there in southern Texas. Hello, Luke Bergset. Thank you for joining. Matthew, thank you very much for joining as well. Marion, thanks for joining on the Facebook channel. I got to tell you, thank you also very, very much for subscribing on my YouTube channel. And again, you can put this on your big screen TV if you have the YouTube app loaded up and watch me in 1080i. Let me know how it looks. I'm working on the quality of the broadcast all the time. And same thing goes for Facebook. I appreciate those of you watching and joining there and hitting the subscribe button. Okay, let's talk about this forecast. Where is the 24-hour forecast looking with this chance of thunder showers tonight? Here's your update. And this is just coming out now. So let's take a look at this overnight forecast only. What you're going to notice is the line of showers making their way through the west, and we'll look closer at these here momentarily, dissipate into the overnight. No big deal. NBD. Now, as we go in, here's the cold front right there. South wind ahead of the cold front, north wind on the backside of the cold front. What that means is we'll have south winds overnight keeping us mild. Here's the cool front as we go into the morning hours. And a few showers cannot be ruled out. Now, as we go into the afternoon and the heating starts to build at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a couple of these could produce some thunder and lightning. Notice that the best chance at this skinny line of just really wimpy showers will work their way through. The wind changes direction, becomes northerly, so we'll warm up most of the afternoon here in Fargo, Detroit Lakes, down towards Otter Tail County, Grant County, and out toward Douglas County there for you in Alexandria as well. It'll be another mild day, but the cooler temperatures will be pushing in from the north. That'll be the big change in the forecast there. Now, the second tip in the forecast is a system we're watching as we go into the middle of next week that promises to bring a chance of some significant thunderstorms. For that, we're going to look at the European model, and let's get to that now. Now, this second look at the long range forecast does show some promise as we go through. Here's this big red bulge. Do you see the red lines moving up? This is a dome of warm air, and that warm air is going to be working its way into our neck of the woods. Watch this red area and this red bulge work its way right in to the Dakotas. So as we go into Sunday and Monday, the heat really builds here, and it looks hot. We'll have gusty winds from the west, southwest across the region. This low pressure will be dealing with dry air. So no help or relief in sight, and the heat could be near records as we go into the early portion of next week. Meanwhile, in the southeast, some rainy weather will swirl around there. This system kind of cut off from the main flow, kind of a slow dangler out there. This low pressure system sits here, but it starts to develop in the Central Rockies. Do you see this one here as we go into Wednesday? This one starts to show some promise of some showers of rain and snow in western Montana, just where we need it. There is some extreme drought out in western Montana. As this continues to develop as we go into your Wednesday, look at where it goes up into Canada, but it's not done yet. It moves out into the central and northern plains and brings a chance of some stout thunderstorm activity Wednesday night and into Thursday. Then it looks like it's all done, but that's not the case. Watch what happens in Minnesota as this thing fires back up and moves out as we go into Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday look to be some big time thunderstorm producers in our area with the heat in the region. My question is, and what I'll be watching for is, will it come with enough moisture to really bring us the showers and thunderstorms? Hey, Tiffany, thanks again for all your wonderful photos uploaded to hutchesweather.com. Speaking of which, if you don't know about it, head on over to hutchesweather.com anytime, anywhere. Allow our site to basically have your location, and up here at the top, you'll find out all the information you need to know about what watches and warnings are in your specific zip code area. And in fact, for now, we do have this fire weather watch that's been in effect in portions of the eastern parts of North Dakota. As you scroll down on the My Photos page here, you can see some beauties uploaded here in and around Twin Valley. Are you kidding? Look at this gorgeous scene there. Thank you so very much, Melissa, for uploading and sharing your fine photos. And that's a look at that. Okay, so we've looked at the thunderstorm chances next week as we go through midweek and into Thursday. Here's your 7-day planner brought to you by my fine friends at Eventide. And I got to say this about Eventide. They are senior living communities. You have independent living. If you need a little assistance, they have assisted living. If you need more care, they have that too. They have nursing. They have everything that you need, and a wonderful community of fine, friendly folks. I have personal experience. You cannot go wrong. Check out eventide.org to find a location and, well, basically a plan that works for you. Plan a visit, and please let them know that Hutch sent you. Temperatures the next couple of days. Friday, because of the late afternoon north winds, we won't get much warmer than today's 77 in Fargo. We'll be 79. A chance of a spotty shower in the mid-morning to early afternoon, but it'll be spotty at best. Cool sunshine on Saturday with that north wind cooling us off a pinch and keeping us near 80 degrees. And then heading into the late weekend and early next week, near record temperatures. Notice our records are in the low 90s to mid 90s as we go into next week. So it's not a guarantee that we'll break records, but it'll be near record heat making its way in. And several days of dry and sunny weather. So if you have those fields planted, I know we had some recent rains. Hopefully things get some sun, warm that soil, and really shoot things off good for you. Ethan, thank you. The weather has indeed been beautiful today and yesterday, just absolutely stunning. The lack of wind is unbelievable. It's going to get gusty going through the late weekend, heading into your Mother's Day, that is. So some breezy and warm conditions for moms out there. And if you're a mom, happy Mother's Day. We all thank you all so very much. Tuesday looks to be pretty hot. Wednesday will be a heater as well, but the increase in clouds and thunderstorms should cool us off just a pinch. And with that, the best chance of storms looks to be on Thursday. I'm not pulling the trigger on the real high potential for severe yet, but it will be possible that those storms could have a lot of buoyant energy in the atmosphere. A couple of things that can do that is a cap in the atmosphere. If we get a warm bubble of air rising, the faster it rises, the more strong and severe those storms can be. But if there's a layer of warmed air aloft, which can absolutely happen when we get this warm, it will slow that rising bubble of air and maybe even stop it. That's called a cap. And if thunderstorms are to form, they need to be able to either break through the cap or have no cap present for their growth and for them to sustain some stormy potential. I'll be watching those things before we get too excited, but do know it is our area's best chance at some good soaking rain. Thunderstorms come with their downsides, though, and I'll keep you up to date with the latest on that. Travis, thanks for joining me. Looking forward to your summer forecasts. Me too. I love the summer, and it's a lot of fun. Say, did you see tonight's Weather Kid? If you didn't, knocked it out of the park, and she has a word for you. If you have a youngster interested in being a Hutch's Weather Kid, please stand by.
Look, there's a severe storm risk. If you want to learn more about storms, you should be a Hutch's Weather Kid.
Head on over in person to Luther Family Ford near I-29 and the 32nd Street exit, or head over to hutchesweather.com. That was Harper. Harper was amazing. Hutchesweather.com has everything you need to get the job done. And my friends at Robert Gibbons Sons have all of their promotions right here. So if you've been thinking about upgrading some of your mechanical in your home, whether it's electrical, whether it's heating and air conditioning, it's that time to get that air conditioner checked. Please give Robert Gibbons Sons a call and let them know that Hutch sent you. Without my fine sponsors, hutchesweather.com would not be possible. And also know this, when you head to hutchesweather.com, if Hutch is live, it tells you right here. You can sign up to be on my email list, and if the weather really gets hot and heavy, I send out an email blast to make sure I'm tapping you on the shoulder to let you know what's going on with the weather. Down below on the page, you'll find some new features, and I'll take a moment to elaborate on this if you'll let me. She was so good, Bonnie says. Indeed, Harper did an amazing job, and these kids are always so impressive. And I'm really fortunate to get the opportunity to just pass along a little bit of the joy of my job with the young people in the community. Hutchesweather.com. If you scroll down a little lower on the page, I've added something for you. I've always said I want Hutchesweather.com to be your one-stop shopping. And for you, don't forget the bottom of the page. Not only do I have fine sponsors down there, more news to come on some of this as well, by the way. I've added a partnership with my friends at inews.tv. The latest breaking news stories here from iNews across our entire region are right here for you. Click on the story. You can watch the latest that's going on. Click on the button and you can go to inews.tv's website to see more. So thank you very much for all of your support over these months. Let me know in the comments what you think of all this. And I sure appreciate you patting my weather kids on the back because Hutch's Weather Kids have done an amazing job. For now, I'll keep you updated on our storm risk as we go into the middle of next week. It does look like we'll have an opportunity for some storms. Deb, thank you. And thank you, Nathan. I appreciate you both. Thank you for your sharing of stars, all of you. All right, that's a look at Hutch's weather. Thanks so much. You have a wonderful night. Go Timberwolves. Go Denver Nuggets. And you know what? Go Hutch's Weather fans. Thanks for following me on Facebook. It really makes a huge difference. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube. And most importantly, enjoy this spring and soon to be summer-like weather ahead.